What is footwear for pain care? Hi, I'm Dr. Ruth, the Pain Doc, founder of Chronic Pain Rescue, a telehealth practice dedicated to helping those who suffer from chronic pain to live pain-free or certainly significantly painless with holistic and integrative approaches that are evidence-based to work. Today, I just wanted to spend some time talking with you about the proper footwear. And there are really two schools of thought on that. There are those who teach that you should never go barefoot, always wear shoes with arch support. But I have to agree with those that think otherwise. I do think there is place for being barefooted. The thing with wearing shoes all the time and wearing, let's say they talk about using cushioning for the heel, because normally with a normal gait, you strike your heel down first when you're taking a step, and when walking on things like concrete, very hard surfaces, that jolt can reverberate and aggravate back pain or cause back pain. And I do see where there's some sense in that, but also the idea of having all that cushioning is that you lose the ability to really sense the ground underneath your foot. You know, we have sensation, a nervous sensation known as proprioception. It's also known as kinesthesia. What that is the sense of a body part, a place in space and location. And when someone is walking, say, on sand and all of the unevenness of that surface, your body's actually making adjustments. All your muscles that have to do with posture, from your foot to your leg to your back, are all having to position and adjust depending on the location and space that your body is, so that you're working those muscles that help you with your alignment, working those muscles to strengthen those muscles for posture. So if you're not using them, obviously you're going to weaken them. So I can see where walking barefoot in certain circumstances, you don't want to walk on places where it's dangerous, where you may get injured, but there's a place for that, for your health and for the health of your posture, your alignment, the strengthening those muscles, so that hopefully as you grow older, you're at less risk for falling, because your muscles are well practiced and used that help keep you upright. So that's just a thought on that. You may or may not agree with that. And certainly if you already have issues with the foot or back, then you really should look to what ways to alleviate that and helping with what you wear on your feet. For instance, if you have hammer toes or bunions, you want to find shoes that have a cloth top or surface, maybe canvas, something that will give, something that will move. Of course, the orthopedic shoes have high toe boxes as well. A lot of people think those are rather ugly, but a high toe box, or as I say, a footwear that is made of canvas or of cloth and is movable, would be of comfort to you, and definitely recommended that you wear those. If you happen to have plantar fasciitis, it is recommended that you wear a shoe with an arch support as well as with cushioning at the heel. That you can have an insert known as a heel, which may be helpful for you. Night splints to wear while sleeping, that's not to wear while walking, is also helpful to keep your foot in a stretched position, a fully plantar flex position. So your heel is at 90 degrees so that you're stretching that plantar fascia. Of course, if you have plantar fasciitis, stretching before and after walking or exercising is important as well. You want to know if you have flat-footedness, or the scientific term pes planus. That's where your arch is weak. You can find that out at home just by having a towel on the floor outside of your shower. And when you come out of the shower, put your wet foot on the towel and then lift and just see what outline of your foot is. Should have the toes, the ball of the foot, a sort of a curve along the lateral aspect, mid to lateral aspect of your foot, as well as the heel. If you have flat-footedness, there's not going to be that open space between the ball of the foot and the heel. And so you know that the arch is fallen, and you definitely should have arch support in that situation. Or you may have high arches where only a small sliver is along the lateral aspect of that footprint. And that means you'd have a high arch. And again, that's not so good because the weight is not being distributed in a good way for your posture, for your balance, for your feet. So that might be something to see a podiatrist about, someone who could help with prescribing the right insert. If you have turf toe, I have gotten a question about this recently. Turf toe is usually it happens in a football or some sort of sports injury where people end up having a hyperextension of their great toes, very painful. Initially, you might have a walking boot. It's sort of a surgical supply type of thing. So for a couple of weeks, just to really rest the toe. But you also will want from then on to have a good support for your great toe so that it can't bend again. And so having a turf toe plate placed in the shoe would be helpful to you. Of course, arch support, a shoe with arch support as well, but having something very stiff and sturdy under that great toe so that it can't have that issue again would be important. That's pretty much all I have to share today on that topic. If there's anything you'd like me to talk about, certainly you can reach out on social media at Chronic Pain Rescue or on Instagram, YouTube, Pinterest, and Facebook. And if you know that you want to get out of your chronic pain, if you feel you can trust me, I'm here to help. If you want to work with me, please set up an appointment. You can go to chronicpainrescue.com to get that done. Until next time, peace and blessings.